So it's pretty cool that we have a governor that cares about this stuff.
Amen.
I mean, seriously, you got to give it up. Let's give it up for Governor Polis, please. Round of applause. SporkDAO. You know, I am an ultimate cynic around politicians, and I've actually said that to Governor Polis. And what I like about him is he's very authentic, and let me tell you why. Game design, he's self-funded. He doesn't take any special interest money. So the things that he supports, he believes in. So you know that he's not just telling you something out of one side of his mouth and then really thinking something else just to be politically expedient. He actually cares about the future of digital communities. So it's pretty cool to see. So one of the things that we have partnered with our friends of the state. So Russell, you've explained who you are many times and what we're doing. But we have sort of a call to action for the community, and that is the ColoradoJam incubator is open for presentations on where the future of all of this is going to go. So, Russell, do you want to talk a little bit more about the Sandbox and where we are?
So you know, you've heard me talk about the Greenfield big ideas, right? You know, Thad and I are trying to push as much blockchain as we can in the state, but it's one of those things you have to show people, you can't just tell them. And with these Greenfield, you know, it's the best way to get into the incubator itself, right? Because all the people that submit projects and teams, they're going to have time to pitch, and they have real visibility. And the whole reason why, you know, the ColoradoJam incubator is there is because we trust this community of communities, to say this is the realm of the possible. Right? And this is your entrance into funding and the community that can help you take a project from training wheels up to something that's real.
Yeah, actually piloting inside the state infrastructure. So the cool part about this is it's like a giant R&D sandbox. So you hear a lot about this where it's like, wouldn't it be cool if we could just kind of mess around with some things and see what works and see what doesn't work? The problem with states is when you go to procurement to like sell them a service, it's like 8 layers of the candy cane forest and a rubber glove examination plus a bunch of other things, and then you get beat out by Deloitte and Touche.
Well,
and it's like, that's not innovative.
New. It's not like procurement is not about new. It's about very well-defined boxes that you have to be in.
I remember being on the call with them when they said, you know, procurement doesn't really play well with innovation.
It's true.
And it's true. So game design doesn't work. So when we built this, we're like, we don't want any state money. We're going to fund it. All we want is the green light and the open door to experiment and actually try some things out and see what works. So the one thing that we know is the state agencies that Russell works with probably aren't the most innovative people on the planet.
No.
And they admit that. They admit that.
They can't be.
So the call to action to the community is, what ideas do you have to modernize the original public good infrastructure of the state? The state is public good infrastructure. So if public blockchains and open ledgers and communities that are tokenized aren't public goods, I don't know what is. Right. So bring your ideas. Even if you're not hacking it here at ETH Denver, you can still pitch it through Greenfield.
That's right.
On Sunday.
An idea or a platform that you've got, or some idea, something that's there, any level you can submit.
Idea through product.
Yes.
Happy to hear it. So one of the cool parts about this is the Buffacorn Ventures thing that I pitched earlier. That's who funds this. So our community funds it. And remember, we're all Spork token holders. We all benefit from the success of these programs. So again, aligned incentives economically to provide support to this effort. So we're behind, and we're going to kind of wrap this a little quick because we've shilled this a lot. So if you have any questions about this, hit the Track Hub tomorrow morning.
Yep.
The state has a booth there. There's lots of people there who are answering questions, whether you're a hacker building a project or if you have a question about greenfields, whatever, come check it out.
Yep.
It's at the Maris Gallery. If you don't know where the Track Hub is, this is really bananas here. I mean, we had I think a 2-3 hour wait just to get in. There's 4 other venues, so go check them out. And the Track Hub is being one of them. It's actually right next to Temple, which has programming from 9 to 7:30 tomorrow night. So come check it out. So thank you very much for listening to us. We know we've got a little bit more before we get to the meat and potatoes and Vitalik comes on. Kimball's coming up soon. And thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, everyone.